just come back from the Royal Courts of Justice representing someone on immigration and criminal law. The case was due for deportation and so forth, but the case rounded up that we could not exit the order, and that the order, you know, the judges had two lords and two judges, you know, to sort of judge the case, and because the interest of the child was more protocol and the stationary guidelines of the immigration, which is at C117, could not be exited, so they couldn't come to a conclusion. They couldn't exit just like that with the decision on the appeal, because the scales have to be balanced. But just to let you know, anyone, if you want to be representing people in court in terms of immigration law and criminal law, make sure that you use common law, because with common law, they cannot exit. The scales have to be balanced. But what was interesting to me is how the FTC, the immigration, the Secretary of State, was implying so much lies on the case, which the case has been pending since 2013. It's been since 2013 this case has been going on, and there was meritable evidence with mental health reports, professionals reports, social services reports, but it really surprised me how the Secretary of State was really interested in pinpointing on the public interest, where the crime that was committed was of a low-risk crime, and didn't see, and this individual had been deported before and then allowed back in the country legally by the Secretary of State herself, by the immigration themselves. So really, in this case, the duty was to protect the interest of the child, and Article 8, Section 1, on Article 8, Ground 1, I ordered the chips. So basically, thank you so much. So basically, I've just got back with merit. The way the Lord and the judges actually were pinpointing the immigration in regards to the stationary duty, the administrative duty which they were supposed to do in order to decide a decision, were not really that balanced. But then all the lies that were told by that had been told today by the immigration, I was just so laughing because they were using business law. Strange thing happened that the immigration, the Secretary of State handed me over their bundle, and they said I could have it. So this is the bundle. It's so interesting how someone could give you their bundle. You know, the bundle was given to me to keep, because he knew that he had no case, and all the lies that he told. This was my bundle. This right here was my bundle, you know. But this Secretary of State handed me over their bundle. So how can you hand me over your bundle if you know, you know, you're in the wrong? So just to advise you that if you are dealing with such cases, always make sure that Article 8 and the Convention right, and there is extenuation circumstances in the case in order for the case to have merit and to have a standing point. In this regard, there was a numerous extension into compelling factors and compelling point that it would be unduly harsh for this individual to get deported back to Jamaica. It will be unduly harsh on the child and on the mother, regardless of the public interest and regardless of the actual crime that he had committed. You know, the immigration tried to frustrate me to use business law, military law, but I quickly exited their demands. You have to be consistent with common law, because common law, above all else, cannot be just decided upon that easily. So yeah, have a good evening and keep doing your research.